Alright, good evening ladies. In today's video I'm going to show you exactly how you can profit from airdrops in the Cosmos ecosystem. We're going to pay particular attention to the two most popular, the two most hyped up chains in the Cosmos ecosystem at the moment, which are Celestia and Injective. And if you've been following my videos for a while, you would have seen that I've been talking about Celestia way before anyone else, and I made a video on it 10 months ago and it 5x'd once it launched. And as well as that, anyone who's following my videos on Solana airdrops also obviously made a huge killing with the Jito airdrop. The minimum allocation was 16k for just staking like 2 Solana, so not too bad. But yeah, in today's video, like obviously Solana airdrops, I'm still farming them, I'm still very much focused on them. However, like now there's a lot of attention in the Solana ecosystem. There's a lot of attention farming these airdrops. There's a lot of liquidity farming those airdrops. So sometimes you gotta think, okay, where is the puck going to be? And personally, I'm still extreme. Like Celestia has been performing so well, but I still think it's going to be an absolute cook. I still think it's going to continue performing very well for the rest of this cycle. So trying to farm some of these airdrops in the Cosmos ecosystem, like I think the Cosmos ecosystem has kind of always hasn't performed as well as it probably should have, or well, it performed as well as it should have obviously, but I think in this cycle there's finally enough going on. There's going to be enough attention on the Cosmos ecosystem that it's actually going to perform, and some of these airdrops could be tasty. Now I'm going to keep this a very quick and simple video. We're not going to go into extremely advanced airdrop farming on the Cosmos ecosystem, but I'm going to leave plenty of resources if you really want to dive deep into the Cosmos ecosystem. But for me, I just want, these are just easy ways that you can farm the Cosmos ecosystem and get good potential rewards. I don't think a huge amount of people are bothering to do even these simple steps. So the first thing you're going to need to do is download a Kepler wallet. So that's like the equivalent of MetaMask, except for the Cosmos ecosystem. I'll link it down in the description. Once you've set that up, you're going to want to buy basically a number of coins, but let's start off with Injective. Now obviously Injective has been performing like crazy recently, just up only, won't slow down for a minute, but nevertheless you're going to need some Injective tokens if you're going to want to farm this airdrop. So the easiest thing you can do to farm Injective, I don't know if you can see that, but my dog's drinking the water out of my glass. Right, where was I? So the easy thing you can do is stake your Injective through the Kepler wallet. So you just hit that button there that says go to my staking dashboard. Now you're not going to stake your Injective on whatever the first option is. There's a couple of options where if you stake with those delegators, they will potentially reward you in an airdrop. The first of which is Black Panther. I think this is probably the best place to stake your Injective. It's a liquid staking protocol, so kind of like Jito. The exact, pretty much very similar to Jito. So staking with Black Panther is probably a good idea. They also already have a point system, so you've probably seen point systems throughout the crypto space at the moment. It's all the hot rage at the moment, but they do have a point system, so you can see how many points you've earned, which will eventually turn into an airdrop, like monetary black tokens. Next, we're going to talk about some projects and products in the Injective ecosystem. So the first one I'll mention is called Talus. Again, just like with Black Panther, you can stake some of your Injective tokens using their validator, which will help you with their airdrop. But I think it's called Protocol Talus. It's an NFT exchange, so like any other NFT exchange, you're going to want to bid, you're going to want to list NFTs, you're going to want to buy NFTs on their platform in order to farm this airdrop. So if you have the money, maybe go buy the most popular NFT and hold it for a while. That's probably going to help you potentially get an airdrop. Now, I have no idea if Injective NFTs are going to be worth anything in the future, but potentially they will, considering how well Injective has been doing. But you know, Injective doesn't yet have like a community around Injective, really, not like Solana or Ethereum, where people are like, oh, Mad Lads have a real cult-like community because they're the NFT of Solana, you know what I mean? Maybe that will come about, but for now, just, get some volume in our platform. The last project we'll talk about in the Injective ecosystem is called Helix, and that is a DEX for perpetual swap, so like leverage trading with zero gas fees. Again, you're just going to want to use that platform if you want to farm for that airdrop. Just, get a bit of volume in there as well. Now there's a lot more products and projects in the Injective ecosystem that are on testnet at the moment, so you can't use real money in their products yet, but you can get testnet tokens from a faucet and try out their platforms, which will potentially qualify you for an airdrop. So if you want to get testnet tokens, you go to testnet.faucet.injective.network. You put in your wallet address and you'll get testnet tokens, and then you can go and use those tokens in these platforms. So if you don't have any money or you have low capital, farming on a testnet, that's really nice, because you don't even need real money to farm an airdrop. So if you do want to farm these testnet tokens, I will leave much more resources in the description, but I don't want to dive too deep into that right now, because I'm not personally doing it and I want to keep this video relatively short. So the last Injective project I'll mention, which will probably qualify you for an airdrop, is to get an Injective domain. So you've obviously seen, or you've probably seen if you're on Twitter, the .eth domain. So people who have djinvestor.eth as their Twitter handle, but that's also their wallet address, because you can reroute your wallet address to your domain name. So pretty much every blockchain has this now, as well as Injective. So you can go secure your domain name, whatever your username is, get it as .inj, and yeah, probably in the future there's going to be an airdrop for doing that. So you can just register loads if you want, and maybe if you've registered some good ones, Injective blows up, then you can sell them for more than what you registered them for in the future. Like if you register 123.eth or not .eth, obviously .injective, or apple.inj, maybe that'll be worth something in the future as well. So knock yourself out. The website to do that is inj.space.id. Okay, that's everything for the Injective ecosystem. Let's quickly talk about the Celestia ecosystem. This is much more simple. There's not as much things you can do in the Celestia ecosystem with real live products. There are more testnet products, but I don't want to talk about them personally. Now, I've talked about Celestia a lot. I've gone into deep dives into Celestia. If you want to know more about Celestia, I'd watch that video. I'm very bullish on Celestia. I like the project a lot. So if you want to learn a bit more about it, I'll leave a couple of my old videos on Celestia. But one of the things Celestia does is it makes it easier for people to create blockchains. So Celestia makes it easier for people to create blockchains. So these people who are creating blockchains, who are they going to look at for potentially distributing the tokens of their new blockchain? Maybe people who are staking Celestia. So that's kind of the thesis there. So stake Celestia in the Kepler dashboard, stake it maybe in a multiple of the lower to distribute the network to make it more decentralized. Stake it with the low popularity validators, and potentially you will get Celestia airdrops in the future. You will definitely get Celestia airdrops in the future, but I don't know exactly which are going to do the airdrop just yet. Another coin or another project in the Cosmos ecosystem is Kuji. Obviously a real, almost as hyped up as Injective, performing extremely well. Again, there's very little competition in regards to farming airdrops, and very easy ways to farm airdrops. Like staking tokens has got to be the easiest way you can farm an airdrop. Like a lot of people have to farm airdrops by doing these stupid tasks, by pretending to use a DEX that they don't care about, buying and trading NFTs that they don't really want. But staking your tokens, that's just such easy money realistically. So stake some Kuji. You can see the rewards for Kuji stakers have already been pretty nice, because there's not a lot of people doing this. So if you want the easy way to profit off the potential airdrops in the Cosmos ecosystem, just buy whichever coins out of these that you like and stake them. It's just extremely easy and probably quite lucrative, especially if some of these coins go up in value over time. And yeah, it doesn't take a huge amount of time, doesn't take a huge amount of effort, and probably is going to be it's not going to be the same valuations that you're going to get in the Solana ecosystem. Obviously these projects are going to have lower market caps, but at the same time there's a lot less people trying to farm these airdrops. So obviously Solana has been the main focus of attention in crypto for the last few months, and eventually the narrative will shift. Eventually attention shifts from one ecosystem to the next ecosystem, and I think potentially there could be a small narrative shift to the Cosmos ecosystem. I'm not saying that 100% is for sure, and I'm not saying Solana is going to crash or anything. I'm still extremely bullish on Solana for the next cycle. I've been one of the YouTubers that has been non-stop bullish on Solana for the last year since it was $20, but at the same time, like, these narratives come and go. Like, next could be AI, next could be Cosmos, so you know, you got to think about where the puck is going to be. Like, I'm not fading Solana now, but after all these meme coins have gone 100x, after I already got 150x on Whiff coin, like, at some point you kind of be like, okay, maybe this narrative is starting to get a little exhausted in the short term. What's going to be next? And for me, that potentially is the Cosmos ecosystem. So that's where I'm going to be putting some of my capital, buying more Celestia, buying more Injective, buying some of these coins in this screenshot, and staking it and hopefully farming some rewards over the next year. So that's my plan. I really hope you enjoyed the video. I really appreciate you watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.